This is Sad Girl Survival Guide, the show that explores rock bottom, breakdowns, and breakthroughs, one coping mechanism at a time. Today's Sad Girl is.
It's me, Rima Parikh.
Yay! Hi, Rima.
Hi, Glennis.
What makes you a sad girl, you think?
I think most things make me sad, probably. So, because there's a lot of things to be sad about.
Sure.
Outside, inside.
The world at large.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Would you say there's anything sort of specifically not too worldly sad, but maybe that like a behavior or something that you sort of are like, yeah, like I'm a sad girl.
I would say that, and maybe this does not perfectly fit the question.
Sure.
I would say that I do engage in the sad behavior of watching the Bachelor franchise, and specifically the Golden Bachelorette is currently airing. And the thing about that show is that it's all the old people who are on it. And so they've lived full lives before appearing on the program, and a lot of dead wives coming up.
Wow.
And I'm devastated, and I can't look away.
Yeah.
And I want to hear more. And I know a lot of these men absolutely probably have allegations of some sort that we will find out about in due time. But for now, I'm like, damn, I'm sorry about your wife.
Yeah, it's definitely a ticking time bomb, a car crash you can't look away from. I have found that a lot of the girls that I'm talking to, a lot of the sad girls I'm talking to, love a reality TV show with mentally ill people. That is coming up time and time again. I don't know what it is. It's so delicious.
I think that there's something about, well, because before I was on the Bachelor train, I was kind of really heavily, deeply, concerningly into 90 Day Fiancé. And the problem with 90 Day Fiancé, of course, is that there's so many there's so many spin-offs, like there's so many like there's so much of that show, and it's like to kind of live a lifestyle in which you're doing things like going to work, seeing friends and family, that sort of thing, eating, sleeping regular. You just can't continue on.
It's incompatible with 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah.
But I would say that one's a good one of trying to feel better about yourself by seeing other people who are sort of not doing well. But sometimes what's kind of nice is sometimes they do well, or they are happy, and you're like, wait, it's possible. It's possible for you. It's possible for me.
Love is real, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say 90% of the 90 Day Fiancé people are shockingly desperate.
Well, it's a really kind of wide pool, I think, of people who are on that show. And sometimes it's like, I'm having fun, and I'm having fun with you, and I'm glad that you're here, and I think that this is going to go somewhere amazing for you. And other times it's like, it's actually, the show should be shut down for kind of what it is enabling.
Yes, absolutely. The green card marriages of it all. Well, maybe they find love, you know.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they really do, and then it's like, okay, live your life. This is the life you've chosen.
Well, sometimes when they do find love, then they get to be on one of the spin-offs.
Yes. And that's the greatest get there is.
Well,
a spin-off on the Learning Channel. Of all things, I'm learning. I'm sitting my ass down and I'm listening.
Right. Well, I mean, we should be learning. That's an income stream.
Yeah.
They
Honestly,
found love, and now that's how they make their money.
Yeah, they probably have more followers than us.
Absolutely.
What's your medication stack?
Okay, so this is controversial. I have no medication stack.
Woo!
I'm just kind of going loose.
Raw.
Fully raw.
Fully taking it all in. The colors are vivid. The thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm kind of going back to when you first asked me what makes me sad, and I went everything inside and out. It's like,
oh.
Well, maybe here's kind of a way that we can change that.
For sure. But you know, I get it. There was a lot of pride in the way for me, at least before going on antidepressants. Famously, my stepmom once said that they are a last resort. And I said, cut my life into pieces. I need a prescription immediately. Right. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's on their journey.
Yeah. And of course, obviously, support
No stigma.
I do think it would be amazing if I came here today and was like, I actually think it's fucked up if you're on antidepressants.
That'd be so funny. Yeah, you're like, actually, I don't want anything to do with this.
I came here to say that you guys are messed up, and this is why you're sad.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm terrified of going off of them
Yeah.
because, whoop.
Well, I think it's like, well, if they're helpful, then who cares?
Sure.
I did have a doctor who, like, years ago, I think I was probably, like, it was, like, early college, where I went to the doctor, and I think I was freaked out about something that I would now recognize as OCD. Like, I was just fully like, my body is, I have all these rashes, I'm seeing all this stuff, like, you have to help me. And she was like, nothing's wrong with you. And I was like, no, you don't understand. And I kind of freaked out at her, and she kind of freaked out back and prescribed me Xanax.
Oh.
So just kind of something to let you guys know that some doctors are bad, and that will work on them.
Yeah. I don't feel like Xanax is an OCD medication.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
But she was like, well, someone needs to do something about you. And then I told my mom, because I was at my mom's house for the summer, because it was like in between, like, yeah, it was like the summer, some summer in between college. And I was like, oh, like, can we just, like, real quick, like, go to the pharmacy and have a little prescription? And she saw it, and she was like, I'm not going to use Xanax.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And I was
Yeah.
like, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We almost had it, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Good instincts.
Yeah, good instincts. Yeah, my mom's a
Whatever.
good mom.
Whatever. Okay, let's go on to. We kind of covered coping mechanism, Golden Bachelorette, unless you have something else you.
Yeah, well, okay, so I actually have a coping mechanism that I do really love and encourage for anyone and everyone. It's called night cheese. So night cheese. Imagine dinner, right? And you have dinner, and then like a couple hours later, you're like, I could use something else. You cut up a little. You make a full cheese board for yourself.
I am so with you.
10 p.m. to midnight, you are eating a full cheese board. And it doesn't even have to be like fancy cheese. You can get Tostitos cheese dip, put it in a bowl, heat that up for like a really long time. I like it kind of piping hot.
Bubbling. Lava.
Okay, bubbling lava. Stir it up a little bit. Put it back in the microwave just to make sure that it didn't get too cool from your stirring. And then you have night cheese. You can have chips. You don't have to. I don't think you have to if you don't want to. But and then you just
Wow.
you just had cheese.
No, I literally love and also encourage night cheese no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter the mood. I sometimes just will buy sliced cheese and just yum on that. I love a triple cream brie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Baby Bells, not just for little kids' lunch boxes.
No, I mean they're bite-sized for us.
They're for us.
Yeah, I will say I think that when I'm kind of low on cheese, I will just take a brick of cheddar.
Yep.
And just kind of cut up little pieces and then just be eating them even as a daytime snack, just kind of like a little mouse. So you can do that whenever. It doesn't have to come pre-sliced. You can do it at home.
And night cheese can be at any time of day,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. I do find dairy comes up a lot as well. Just
That really tracks.
yeah. Like just a bag of shredded cheese. Ooh. Just going in on a bag of shredded mozz. It's perfect. Okay, let's see. What is the weirdest or dumbest thing you've recently cried over?
God, I don't even know. I was really thinking about this question because I was like, I know there's got to be something. I know there's something, but I don't know what it is.
Okay,
'cause everything that I cry over is valid.
Okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, that's true. Okay. Any funny or like controversial advice that you've received during like a sad girl moment?
I think that when I was kind of in a pit of sadness, when I first got diagnosed with cancer, everyone around me was like, no, but you're going to be fine. I looked it up on Google. It says you're going to be fine. This isn't one of the ones where you die. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, oh, thank you for saying that. And it's like, I understand the impulse to want to be like, well, you're not, here's kind of a silver lining. And it's like, well, what you don't know is that I know that. And I'm still like,
Yeah, it's still not great news.
right.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, it's hard to tell someone sad, because I think that like at the end of the day, like the best thing to hear as a sad person is that whatever you're sad about, it sucks. It just kind of sucks. And there's no kind of solution in this exact moment except to just kind of feel it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only way out is through.
It's so true. All these cliches, that's the other thing. I do feel like cliches, it's like, well, they're true.
Yeah.
Well, stop laughing, they're true.
Stop giggling away. The only way out is through. Yeah. No, you do want it. You want like solidarity, you want validation, not like, hey girl, cheer up. Your cancer is not that bad.
And it's like, okay, well, you're not wrong, but stop.
You're not wrong. And also, yeah, I totally get it. What is, if it's different than Golden Bachelorette or Night Cheese, what's the most unusual thing in your self-care arsenal?
I mean, everything I do is perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing odd, nothing strange, nothing to see here, really. I do feel like when I'm sad, I do rely on my fiance quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I would suggest be in love.
Yeah. Be in love for once. Yeah. Ever heard of it? Yeah, that's perfect.
God, I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
I'm flaunting my perfect love. No is amazing. Hey world, follow Noah Roasts.
God, it's so humiliating to be in love.
I know. With a content creator, no less.
Oh, God. Cut.
Cut the cameras. Name an intrusive thought.
Oh, I think my kind of pretty common intrusive thought is someone I love will die tragically, quickly, which I guess tragically and quickly can actually be synonyms, but feel different when you think of both in your head. So I think just fear of someone I love dying, and then I start trying to prepare for like the different ways it could be dying, and then I'm like, well, what would I do? Like, how would I? And then I start crying a bunch, and then everyone's like, why are you crying? Did something happen? And I'm like, no, but it could.
It's the pure potentiality of death.
And it's like, well, stop that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a normal thought spiral to get into.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I forgot a coping mechanism.
Okay.
Unfortunately, breathing. I hate to say it.
Sorry, but the breath work
works. I really hate to say it. I did Google the progressive muscle relaxation last night, and I think like years ago I'd be like, who are these like YouTube videos for with these voiceovers and this like, the video of like some random beach somewhere and the new AG music, like who is this for? And it's like, well, it turns out it's for me.
It's for me. Yeah. Sometimes I just turn on like a 10-hour high frequency healing wavelength.
Yeah.
And it feels good. Feels good.
Yeah.
We are ultimately just molecules vibrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scary to think about. What's your most toxic trait? Let me ask that again. What's your most toxic trait?
Well, probably a lot, but I don't know if I'm the best judge of them. I think someone else would have to be like, well, the thing about Rima is here's why she sucks. And I welcome that.
So we should send out a survey.
This should be a survey.
Sure. Yeah.
Just kind of let us know. And if you don't know me, just kind of let me know what you've been picking up so far. I would say I'm bad at multitasking. Where it's like, if I'm texting and you're trying to talk to me, I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. I don't know what you're saying right now.
I
don't know what you're saying right now. And it's like, it's not that serious. Just try to do both at the same time.
There is a thing that I've noticed with, I think, just social media addiction, phone addiction, where you'll try to talk to someone if they're looking at their phone and they might as well be deaf. Like, it is not going in.
Yeah.
And I am always sort of like taken aback because I'm like, is that rude, or is it just the state of the world we're in where we're just like, we certainly can't take all these inputs at once. You know what I mean?
And I think what's amazing is that it can be both.
Both can be true. It can be rude, and we can all just have like ADD that Meta gave us.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Another one of their crimes.
Sure, that they will never be accountable for. Hey, we're posting this on Instagram. Um, do you have a go-to sad song or playlist?
I mean, it's not unique or special, but you know, we hit the Sufjan discography, of course. I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Perfect.
I do, and something that is kind of messed up and twisted about me is I do also love silence.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm that scared that I shared that. Cut that. Cut that.
You on a road trip? No music, no radio, just thoughts.
Just thoughts. What are you so
Whoa.
scared of? Everything that's in there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't like looking in there. What's your guilty pleasure when going full sad girl mode?
Okay, well, I'm going to bounce it back to you. What is your guilty pleasure when you're in full sad girl mode?
I'm the interviewer.
I don't know, because I just don't know if I have one.
Yeah.
Because everything I do is healthy, perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing to feel bad about. Mm-hmm. So.
Nothing to feel bad about. Yeah, I think guilty pleasure for me would probably be, fully just isolating, laying on the couch, blanket. This is really embarrassing. I play Among Us, which is a game for incels
Sure.
on the internet. But I do find it fun, and I'm very bad at it. And I play Among Us, and I loop a season of Drag Race that I've already seen in the background, and that's how I dissociate.
Okay, and this jogged something for me, so thank you for that. There's a phone game called Woodoku. It's like Sudoku, but also kind of like Tetris. And you just kind of make these little squares.
Wait, so you're like positioning them in the like 1, 2, 3, like in the 9 squares? They're like dropping down, and you have to like make sure that they're
not
Sudoku?
dropping down.
Okay.
But they're like Tetris pieces, and then you have to kind of make squares out of them.
Okay, got it.
But if you run out of space on the board, then
Then you're donezo.
you're ruined.
Then you're Woodoku'd. You got Woodoku'd.
You go Woodoku.
For sure. Okay.
So.
What is a minor inconvenience that sends you completely over the edge?
Most of them. I'm very weak. Of mind, of body, of all of them. But okay, wait. Let me think about this. When I've realized that I've arrived somewhere and I'm fully too sweaty, it's something that really kind of stresses me out because I don't know when it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
So there's that. Okay, wait. Now I'm gonna list minor inconveniences and see what pisses me off. Being late somewhere.
When your computer is slow.
When computer is slow. Oh, I don't like that. Phone overheats. Stop that. Don't do that.
Really annoying.
I don't like it.
Really triggering.
Train leaves. Wait, I was trying to get on that. Why would
you do that?
Why would you do that? Yeah, I would say most of them.
Okay, for sure.
And this is when breathing really comes in. It really is useful, where it's like
Load up the breath work.
there's nothing you can do except just kind of be in this moment and let it pass.
That's so annoying.
I would love for someone to be watching this and being like, wait, that's actually not how breathing works at all, and you're doing it all wrong.
You're breathing wrong.
It's incorrect, and this is why you're in a bad mood all the time.
New intrusive thought just dropped. You're breathing wrong. Everything you do is wrong, including breath.
Yeah.
That sucks. What are you avoiding or putting off doing right now?
Yeah, the passage of time, probably.
Okay, yeah. The passage of time, acknowledging the passage of time as inevitable and coming for us all.
I don't think that's happening.
Oh, okay, for sure.
And that's my way of kind of taking back power.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Totally. All right. I think we'll wrap it up there. That was great.
Wow, thank you.
Woo!